No, stop it!
Hello, all.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, God, it's happening.
It's finally happening.
It's time for
Alright,
America!
So for this stream, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to get sidetracked by Sekiro or by that Ben Franklin Titan lead story I mentioned last time, because I looked into it and it is wild.
You're not going to have to wait long for Ben Franklin. I'll tell you that straight up.
Nope.
Great, because I looked up some of it, and that story is crazy. It's got astrology, it's got ghosts, it's got deception, it's got everything in there.
All right.
Oh,
Music. Exciting music.
Fucking let's do this!
Yeah!
What if at the end of Sekiro it just turned out you were in the Animus the whole time?
Sekiro is my favorite Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But we never took them seriously.
You should take me seriously.
Assassin's Creed game with that sort of grappling.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start.
Oh, we're
Not
not
bad.
there just
with the
yet.
reduction of
I mean,
15
they
miles.
both games do have very brutal
This boy
finishers.
had no ambition, no direction,
Hey, look,
no
it's Desmond as a bartender.
future. What he
Hey,
needed was a heritage.
finally!
One
Desmond,
he chose to
you're
deny.
bartending, don't drink.
Yeah.
Nearly
Well, bartenders do that all the time. It makes people spend more money.
He was captured and imprisoned.
Also, Sturgo direct him by using an Sturgo glass.
The apple.
Of course they did.
We call pieces of Eden.
I like that's just a transition, but I love to think that's what happened. Like that dude working for
All
Sturgo.
of them dangerous.
Hey, it's Cesare.
Most are held by a single group.
Porsche.
The same group that now had Desmond.
Did Jezreel actually ever have the apple at any point?
Sturgo Industries.
Yeah, he did.
We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years.
So,
Even
you guys
longer
ready for the
than
Kenway
the
saga?
of their origins. I do.
Oh, does this guy get like 3 games like Ezio did?
Not
No,
really,
no.
but kind of.
But
The animus.
like, so the
device that
the
allows
Assassin's
us
Creed
to
games
enter
at
and
this point
experience
are
the lives of
broken
our
up into
ancestors. It
like
holds the power to
groups
change
of
everything,
games.
to
Like those
show
last
us
games we
the
played,
way
all that was
it
the
really
Ezio saga. We played it mostly as
Up until
Ezio.
its
The
creation,
Kenway saga we play as a
the
bunch of
spoils
different people,
went
but
true.
like all these stories
trying
have
to
something
fix
to
that.
do with each other.
This is basically like the next 4 games are basically
There's only
the
so much
Americas
we can do.
saga,
Templars
Yeah.
because
have
they all
upper
take place
hand
in the
these
Americas.
days.
Alright,
It's something
so it's
larger
called
than
Kenway
assassins
because Kenway is the
and
only
Templars
protagonist everyone
approaching.
likes.
Oh,
Bigger
she's
than
like
all
You'll
that.
see.
And if we can't find a way to
Yeah.
stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last.
Yeah, I guess the
Everyone's
common
last.
connection of Sekiro and
In the end,
Assassin's
it all
Creed is
comes
they're
down
very
to
brutal
him.
at killing
To
animations.
Desmond. Through the animus,
Haven't
discovered
seen
his
nothing
heritage,
yet.
explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered
Also,
their
I can't
secrets.
actually, again, I can't play this in a windowed mode, so I can't tell if the stream is actually working or not.
Experience in the span of a few days.
So if one could
It worked.
check in on me, that would be helpful.
Soon, though, soon
I
we'll
will.
know that
It
on
should
this
be.
day fast approaching.
We also should be
December
informed of
21st,
the commentary.
2012. None of us knows what it'll bring.
Yep,
only
it is
that
go.
This is
Perfect.
where they want
Nice.
us to be when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization. the ones
Her,
before,
it's angry
a precursor
space
to immense
lady.
Power and uncertain.
That fucking
moves.
face!
They're the ones who made the pieces.
Juno doesn't have a good
This is where they've led him.
picture
And
face.
through his
Today,
intelligence,
the ancients
he stands at
survive
the
as
entrance to this
potatoes.
long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio.
There's these
He
people we'll
holds
never
in
see
his
again.
hands the apple of
Bye,
Eden,
guys.
And we stand
You
at
too,
his
Desmond.
side,
We'll never
ready
see
to
us again.
support him however we can.
Oh, do we not see?
No,
His name
no, we play as
Two-
Desmond. Although his face is
Also-
still
has
weird.
brought us to the end.
Kind of. At least it's more chiseled. But like, so like those whole first games was just so we could have Altair's brain and Ezio's super sick fucking moves.
Mhm.
Nice.
We're here.
Hi, William.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks,
Still
Dad.
nice hearing that guy. He's a good voice actor.
Yes. Desmond, you opened your jacket?
Yep.
Oh shit.
I got a new one.
You got a much
Let's
bigger
go.
forehead than that.
Getting started with Desmond.
Yeah.
Still got that weird
Hey,
backpack.
Desmond, you gonna hold a box?
No.
Remember when you killed that lady?
Yeah.
Yeah,
do.
that was like a week ago.
In fact, you've been conscious for most of that. We've never really discussed that, have we?
Well, he was unconscious, as sort of.
Yeah.
Also,
He was jacked in.
if honest, if that just happened, I would not let Desmond walk behind me while I'm carrying boxes and I'm able to defend myself.
That's
I
probably
mean, listen, as long as you don't hand him any, like, ancient artifact, you're fine.
Welp.
Oh,
Well,
he has one in his hand.
well,
No, it's
It's
okay.
a fucking key.
Yep.
keep
Keyword.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Who fucking memorizes an Alice under Wonderland clothes?
Sean.
If anybody would, yeah.
Now, yes, I like Alice in Wonderland, but that is a little weird, isn't it?
Like, I
Is he
guess
just,
it
like,
makes
did-
sense.
Was he just like preparing for this day, so he was like looking for like literary references to use? Oh man, this is gonna be so sick. They're gonna think I'm so smart.
I think he just had that off cuff because he's a freaking weirdo.
I feel like the voices could be a little louder.
How's this?
Okay.
You
Wrong
got it.
voices.
Well, then turn the slider down.
I already adjusted everyone's sliders. It's,
Wait, you adjusted my slider?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I gotta
mine
hear
without
David
on.
Cage. That was an Omicron joke.
it's still a
Really?
key.
It was.
I went for, like, tiny
Oh, no.
burgers, and you went
My-
for Omicron?
My glow stick.
You chopped your ghost. Where's the light gonna come from now? Oh, it's coming from the walls.
Maybe this orb?
The walls
So
does
I recently listened to a podcast that was about Omicron, the Nomad Soul, and has David Cage ever made a game with a coherent plot?
Nope.
Oh god, Detroit is like the closest.
That's not a good sign.
That's sad.
It's
Man.
it's not.
Yeah, for all the problems that Indigo Prophecy had, like, I really liked, a chunk of it. and
it's the same thing with
My
Detroit.
understanding is that his games usually start out good with like a clear premise and like mystery and intrigue, and then they just
And
forget
then-
what they were doing and do something
And
else
then,
entirely.
and then in the game where you have like a ghost twin, you wind up going to an underwater Chinese ghost base for the military.
Yeah.
Anyway.
you go to an
Ancient
underwater
technology.
ghost face.
My knowledge of Indigo Prophecy is that it starts off with a murder mystery as to why did you kill this man, and then it ends with you fighting both the Matrix and the Illuminati, Matrix style.
Basically.
Kind of.
And one of them briefly, for no reason, taking the form of like weird Aztec guys.
Well, because they are the Illuminati.
The key.
I
You
know way
must
too much about
find
the God,
the key.
gross.
What if we walked down here and we just found Ezio there in a chair waiting for him?
Sir,
Dad?
here we go again.
Oh god, I'm experiencing.
Desmond?
I like the fact that at least Desmond is
You
just
hear
had it
us?
with this.
Yeah. What happened?
I
He's
wonder.
like, oh, fuck the writers.
You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
Yeah.
So
Still in it.
You dropped me into the animus instead of
It's a little different, though.
making sure I was okay.
It's got a little more bop to it.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Should we catch him from falling? No.
Right. Of course. Son, No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key.
His mouth
No
moves.
idea where it is, though.
They finally did
That's
flaps.
why she triggered the bleeding effect. She? Juno, Dad. She's
talking to me.
She's gonna kill everybody, dude.
Nope.
Okay,
So,
Desmond, while you were,
I don't think
visiting
ever in my life have
Constantinople,
either
we
of my
picked up a
parents
software
referred to
update
me
for
as
the
son.
M's. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't
So-
any major issues.
This is their way of explaining why all the controls are now
need me to do?
different.
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Do they need to explain that?
Yes, because
Yes.
Yeah.
the controls are radically different.
I
Like,
think they're better.
I frankly don't. I preferred the old style.
That's
Alright.
fair.
What's the deflect button?
It's, well, we'll get there, but like just the running, because before you had low profile and high profile, and that was like you hold the right trigger and you were in high profile mode. And then to do parkour stuff, you would hold that down and A, and you would do all your parkouring. But in this, the trigger is now pressure sensitive. So if I press it down halfway, I'll do like the normal run. But if I press it down all the way, then I do the parkour run.
I did not know that right trigger was like.
Okay, Desmond, let's
I thought I was
practice
in-
climbing on these objects.
I say it's better, and I realize I've been playing a couple games ahead of this, and they crystallized this. Like I don't mind these controls, but the context thing. was weird.
After playing through all of the other games prior to this just feels very wrong. It
Yeah.
feels like something is just missing.
Free run your way through this little obstacle
I had a
course.
big gap between like this game and the last one, so I was like, I don't remember the controls anyway.
I did too, so when I first played it, so it worked out that way, but now it's definitely screwing me up.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
So, I feel like they should probably have just been like generic dudes. The red crash test dummies or something.
No, they're these guys.
I can't believe she somehow knew we were going through Revolution.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
It's because of the area you're in. Since we are in a place where an American assassin was, his memories are sort of acting up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she hasn't. This isn't programmed by, or is it?
No,
No, he-
it's,
Programming this?
no.
He passed out and he is experiencing like the memories and I guess the game is kind of making it look like the Animus because Desmond would he would make that in his own head because he's been doing it.
Well,
for
the
so long.
actual reason is they already had the assets available, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. But I'm
Synchronization levels
giving
look
them
good now.
more
We should
stuff.
be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants
Okay.
from you.
I do kind of like the effect of going from like Tron geometry as it gradually starts resembling a world.
It looks really cool. Yeah.
It is neat.
This opening sequence was kind of my favorite.
Yeah,
thing.
me and Pio kind of jumped the gun a bit too early because immediately after we said that, it started
Yes.
looking like the Revolution.
Yeah.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Really now.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Look, we're just on the street now. Crazy.
Here we go. Now we're in an opera house.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Fuck you!
I love this dude.
Walking the cub like.
But I got a steady blade.
You are requested to kindly find your seats.
Our objective is to find a seat.
So we did bad Italian accents.
Okay, so we're
Let's do-
starting as one.
Let's just do our normal bad American
Good
accents.
evening, sir. This
Hey, I
way,
want
please.
some chowder. This is my regular speaking voice.
Just go like full him.
My apologies.
Shit, I can't do a Boston accent.
Don't worry about it, man. I got it.
So, shouldn't you be doing a New Jersey accent or a Texan accent?
We're in
You're
London.
right, friend.
We're in London.
Evening, Hatham.
Thank you.
So, well,
I can't tell you how
Never
happy I
mind.
was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Do we see him? There he is. It's this guy.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Well, thankfully, this is an Assassin's Creed game.
I already have.
I kind of dig the 007 cold open they got going on here.
It's really good.
1,000 pardons.
And
so sorry.
Again,
my apologies.
This character, the character we are playing as, just gets better and better.
Yeah, he is the reason I like this game so much. I don't like. There's other characters later on that I also enjoy that other people have made points about why they don't like them, which I understand. But I think this guy kind of rocks.
Might have to turn the brightness up a little bit. Maybe.
Crank that brightness.
We'll try
Every game I play.
Now it's now it's way too bright.
No, it's fine. I can see everything.
Yeah, that's alright. This is way too bright for a theater house.
Just don't walk into the sun.
Oh, these two are making out.
Oh, snogging, nice.
He's going to town.
Who's that guy who's on the pillar there? Anybody else see that? That's
No,
weird, right?
see, in reality, it's very dark in there. We just had the brightness up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. No, doesn't want to go that way.
Give up, give up.
Can't go up further. There we go.
There you go.
A little finicky.
So the first time I played this game, I just listened to the play.
I wonder if it's an actual play.
Maybe. I don't recall. I never actually looked, but I remember like staying for the whole thing because I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Picking locks.
Yep. There's a picking lock mini game. Nope. I lost it. There we
Hot
go.
new mechanics.
Yep.
Oh, so you're playing Skyrim now.
Kind of.
I'm now on the stage of running back between here and the kitchen to cook dinner.
You can't really fail when you're doing it in this game.
Later on, they make the lockpicking even easier.
I am making a recipe local to the Northeast U.S. though, so that's hopefully on topic. But it's also not at all period appropriate, so
That's all right. The Beggar's Opera.
Beggars?
I guess it is a real play. Oh, we're on the moon.
Who put the moon down?
Just me.
Okay.
all I can really do for an accent is, do you guys want some water?
You can do JFK.
That is a Boston accent.
I know the people in this theater would love to see this man dead.
Yep.
You know what I really
For
like?
the Templars the whole time.
You can
I'm
see
a
into this
huge
guy's arm.
fan of the Patriots. Not these ones, but rather the New England Patriots. Football team.
Footballers, big, strong, important, American.
But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
God.
Hidden blade.
For a second there, I thought it was gonna he was gonna reverse it on him. We said, and so am I, and just like Blaze would come off the back of the chair.
What up, boy?
You saw nothing.
Yeah. Perfectly executed.
Like that man.
I'm sure those women will find nothing wrong. I am just going to
The good
very
thing that
quickly
man
get out
had
of here.
Good thing that man had no blood in his body.
Come, please.
Quick, assassin, shuffle out.
I can't run.
Oh. God.
They thought
Also-
it was that guy.
Yeah. Also, in security, you can also kind of do the assassin shuffle by just spamming D.
Excuse me.
Pivot Omicron has been detected in Frontier. What? Does this game have invasions?
It has mechanics for interacting with the public.
What game year did this game come out?
2012? I want to say.
Son of a bitch, it does invasions.
2012, yeah.
Someone play Dark Souls.
There's a nice picture.
Yes. Big Daddy.
I think that was King Louis, actually.
No, that's Big Daddy.
Or maybe it was King Richard.
I know my American history. That's
I don't
Big
know.
Daddy. The figure only has Big Daddy, who was, as they say, fire in at the club.
I need to isolate this part of the stream of Dice just saying Big Daddy 8 times in a row.
It's not good.
My favorite part about this is that it's like every time you've ever done an assassination in like the other games, it's like you assassinate a guy and then you run for your life to get out of the situation. In this, Haytham kills a guy and then literally just leaves.
The fleet and bride.
Walks
This
out
guy's
of the
awesome,
opera.
and we're not gonna be able to play as him for long, I think. But anyway, where's Jerry Des? Are you doubting the veracity of Big Daddy?
No, I just want everybody to know about the historical figure.
Gentlemen,
Big Daddy.
I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and
The
purpose.
mannerisms that they
It could
gave
be any of these
Haytham,
things,
I
or none
am
of
still impressed by.
He's
They
so
are still an enigma.
spooky to
Spree
me.
Precious.
He's so
One
good.
thing I am
He has
certain.
so much personality.
Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
I wonder who did the motion capture for
Our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
This is the main problem with
I
the
assume
game,
you know
is
where
that
this storehouse
you
is.
start playing as this guy,
Ah,
who
Mr.
is
Harrison.
overflowing with
Gentlemen.
personality.
How fair
And then you play as Connor.
I believe the site
Who
is
isn't?
somewhere within this region.
He has much less
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America,
She does a
locate
cat.
the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
About 180 pounds.
I'm gonna apologize now because I'm going to keep forgetting
course.
I've already made
Upon
already
this
made
paper
that
are the
joke.
names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side,
Charles Lee.
Well,
Oh no!
It's him.
I knew your faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you a passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Oh,
Just about
we're going to
Go
Boston.
forth, Hatham, and bring
Probably
honor
gonna
to
make
us
a bunch
all.
of Hamilton references.
That's alright.
Just so people know.
Still have not listened to the second half of that soundtrack.
I listened to it today because it's dope. It's fire. There was a time when I was at work just blaring it over the PA system.
There's no one else there?
Oh no, people were there.
They just let you do that?
Who's gonna stop me?
I mean, good point, but damn, I wish I could say no. Who's gonna stop me?
Listen, I put it on, and it's really cool, and everybody's like, nice. And they ask me,
I'm
what's
not
this?
saying it's not good, dude.
Some fresh air
So,
might do me good.
has anybody noticed something about Hatham that we haven't seen? On his garb?
He doesn't have a hood.
That too.
He's got a hat. A tricorn.
I like his like kind of plush hidden blade
Yeah.
armband.
We're on a
There's,
ship. I'm on a
not
boat.
assassins.
The guy's glowing. Must be important.
No, can't get up
Oh,
that way.
you can't go up. Don't go up. Up. Why would you go up?
I gotta go over here first. Wait, there is... I mean, first of all, there's this game, which...
I played this for so long.
I played this game a lot, too, because this game looks really easy, but...
God,
it's really hard. Let's see if I remember how to play. Okay, let's enter the tactical camera.
This is the only way to play.
Yeah. So... Oh god, I don't remember. It's like a weird version of like checkers. Where it's like you eliminate everyone, like your enemy's pieces in a line depending on where you move.
So that, like, that move.
See, we just got
you now.
Hmm. Yeah, and you can like chain some moves together. It's super weird. It's really hard.
I see a good move, but I don't know if it's a very good move.
Screw it. Going for it. I don't know if I ever won a game of this.
I have, but I don't. I was like, I didn't understand the moves I was making because I was like, oh,
God.
that lets that happen. God,
Yeah,
damn!
like, just owned me.
absolutely destroyed.
The bottom one, the third from the left, can chain into two.
Like this
one. Two over from there. If you go, oh no, you can't because there's no line. Damn.
I can't move that one.
Oh god!
Don't
Fuck
wave
off,
your
dude.
yeah. Don't wave your hand at me. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Well, I could do this at least. I don't know if... Ooh. I think I'd rather do that. It is a very tactical game. Yep. Getting owned.
I don't quite get what makes you like.
If you can jump a piece, I believe you can chain thing.
Yeah, it's like you basically have to like chain your moves, but it's either like you have to be advancing toward an empty space, toward your opponent, or away from your opponent.
Yeah.
I see they've introduced a new minigame.
Yeah. There's a few different board games you can play. This is one of the more difficult ones. I cannot make any legal move.
When no capturing move is possible, move any piece to an adjacent slot.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there either.
Okay, so we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, but only by 2 pieces.
That's fatal.
Yeah, he's got me. Get out of here.
Hopefully this is one of those supposed to lose fights.
No.
It's just...
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even see these moves in advance.
Because you gotta think like backwards, kind of.
You gotta think like 3 steps
being
ahead
able
of yourself.
To remove pieces by withdrawing from them is
Because if you move towards him and don't take his piece, then he can take yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of surprised I didn't just do checkers or chess, like actual games.
I'm pretty sure checkers, like checkers proper, is in the game too. It is in the next one, I think.
I think people already have like they can probably just get some cheap software somewhere to just play chess for them.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding me.
This game is super interesting. I've always wanted to play it in real life.
If you don't move that one, it's going to get got next time. So.
I don't know the rules, so hit him, blade him.
We need these guys. They're taking us to the new world.
I think it's... Dang it, I actually pointed at my screen trying to figure out the move.
And
Okay,
yo, you could have gotten away with
this
it.
way. Come on. I baited you. There you go. Oh, wait, no. Dang it.
Oh, no!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I did. That always happens when I play this game. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm done.
I think the first time I played this, it was a crushing defeat.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was no contest.
I know that this is going to end badly, but... Oh, actually, no, I did get him. Well, now he's going to get me. Oh. Things are still happening. I didn't even see this happen.
Yeah.
But I think you can only move 3 times in a row. Because I could have kept going, but it didn't let me. Still at a clear disadvantage, but... Oh, well, okay. Thanks. But nah, now he's gonna get me. Or maybe not.
Oh man, the tension.
Might actually pull this off somehow.
Hey, don't call him Haytham Kenway for nothing.
No.
No. Yeah, now you're...
Gotta go down. Yeah.
Wasn't that gonna...
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Move towards it. Okay, yeah. Whoops.
Yep.
You lose.
Dang.
Well...
I think you win money if you win. But, meh.
Luckily, we're already broke, so we don't have to pay him.
Yeah. There's another... Oh, this is where checkers is. This is... Or no, that's not checkers. Oh, this is the other game that I like. This one I can actually win. But I'll save that for another time. For now, there is... Oh, there's some animals in here. Some sheep and goats. And a couple pigs.
Bad assassin.
I feel like there's a cow in here somewhere, too. But maybe I'm misremembering.
I don't remember. Sea shanties.
This is very, very jolly, man. At Animus Database, the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, I mean, this is the first time it appears.
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
Well,
and then
all right,
all
then.
will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well,
Awesome. Great.
seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
God.
You fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
Time for combat.
That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
That's good.
So, yeah. Parrying is a different button.
Which I don't mind too much.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees
To
us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Come on.
I genuinely.
Fucking DDT!
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
Got a whole bunch of new animations in this game.
I'm gonna kick your ass is the problem. Damn!
Oh, there's that one again.
Yeah. Straight up the DDT.
First I thought it might have just been a waistlock suplex, but...
Nope.
No.
Oh, now we got real combat.
What's the meaning of this?
Got your knife.
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about.
Sassy captain.
A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
No.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Don't everybody is a cool, tough guy.
I don't
This
care
guy
for you,
was
Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing
very
but trouble
James
since you
Bond,
came
isn't
aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Oh.
Look for door.
Graphical glitches.
I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?
Man.
Excellent.
The tiniest little nod that the captain gave.
Good day.
I said good day, sir.
Oh.
Return to your cabin to end the day.
I didn't finish. Those pivot upsilon things are not invasions. Those are collectibles that are internet based.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know they did the invasion thing with Watch Dogs, but I've never heard of them doing it in Assassin's Creed.
Not really.
The multiplayer in Assassin's Creed. Oh shit.
Oh. Hathem's telephone is ringing. I'm pretty sure this cutscene is just covering up a loading screen.
It's got that feel, don't it?
Date 28. And I couldn't imagine being on a trip like this.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work. thoughts, are you? I'll know when this be done, but... What?
I like that I can still play the mini games if I want to. I can just take a break and play some checkers whenever.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up. He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off.
Keep quiet! Here it comes. Make like you're working.
Gotta go talk to the doctor.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken it?
Oh, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain or
You
the
sound
passengers?
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me...
He's a busy man.
That was fun.
Hello.
Are
Hello,
you
sir.
James?
Aye.
James.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Foreboding.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
Ah, yes. It's very dark.
Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Investigate the noise, lower decks.
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face hidden too, so we can't see him watching.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxury.
He's not right. He should be.
Analyze this clue.
Curious. Most curious.
Pretty sure they did this exact same plot point in the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
This guy reminds me of Jack Sparrow's like nemesis from those movies.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Kind of.
More, a little more well put together.
Yeah. He's more in control of the situation.
you imagine 33 days just sailing on a ship?
Yeah.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes.
Enough to make you
James or
start
Mills.
playing checkers.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Why is your voice echoing?
Men, ready the...
It's Echo voice
Brace.
jump.
Everybody down! A warning shot. Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have
That's
you
not this
escorted?
game.
Well, wait. Don't forget. Don't say that just yet.
Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
I love that the sword has got like a weird motion trail behind it.
It's gotta.
Just because it's a sword.
Honor.
It's a very impressive sword.
Also, it's a weird thing that Haytham has. He like stares above everybody a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He holds his head up.
It's like Boa Hancock.
Ooh, sorry, Mills.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
Prologue still going, huh?
Yep. Now we're in the storm, being chased by another boat.
This game has like a Kingdom Hearts 2 size prologue. It's really long.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
On yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
I guess I did know how to secure rigging.
Yep. Now we get to play a ship sailing simulator 2012.
I'm realizing that in the streams for all the games being streamed, there's gonna be a lot of ship sailing in the future.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Walk the boat down.
Welcome to the harbor. Uh-oh.
Get up the rigging! Secure that tackle!
Somebody's just
We
yelling
need
out.
more
Oh,
speed!
no.
Loose the sails! Haytham, you take the foremast! James! To the mainmast with you!
I love how it's like, okay, we tied a few ropes, and now the captain is like, okay, I trust you enough to climb the mast.
I mean, if you said no, you're just gonna pull the sword.
Like, I wonder if people are watching you just climb up the mast going like, there are ladder things. It's rigging.
Doesn't need them. Is that cool?
Hate them.
Hey, like a kid way, baby.
Oh boy.
Does anybody know why that fancy British man is jumping around like a monkey?
It's my job.
I'm slipping!
James. James.
Yeah, you said that already.
That taste is really good. I'm slipping.
The rope's too wet.
Oh no. The other ship has sank. But that's alright. They mean to kill us.
We resume.
Day 72.
Yep.
If they mean to kill you, you just like put them on a make it wet.
Yeah, it used to take, I think it did used to take like 3 months or 2 or 3 months to cross the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It sucked.
And it was variable time too because you really couldn't predict the winds, so like it could be a short as 2 months or late as 3.
And those are your dinner.
Yeah.
Delicious Dominoes.
Wait.
My dog had my phone, which is why I ran away.
I hear seagulls.
And the phone is pizza.
Huh?
The one thing I've learned about sailing is that if you hear seagulls, you're close to land.
Ha!
Really?
Yeah.
That was a.
Oh yeah, because they can't survive out in the middle of the ocean, so they have to let them land to roost.
But they don't just make noise while flying overhead sometimes?
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The goals tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
The captain
So what
knows.
you're saying is we could be like literally 5 feet away from running aground right now.
You're right, we could.
Captain Arg, I think Arg is trying Arg.
Climb the foremast.
Arg.
Oh.
The famous catchphrase of sailors, which is
okay.
which is short for
commandeered the
which is
camera.
an acronym for augmented reality game, which sailors are fond of.
I mean, they probably would be.
It makes sea shanties about it.
Yar, I'd be
That's
close to
funny.
I'd be close to finding out about Sombra.
Yar, there's a geocache location on the map.
How is that for a cold open?
Yeah.
Pretty warm,
That's
honestly.
Tress.
Mick, so where are we?
The New World.
It's
No, I
Boston.
mean, which-
It's Boston.
Oh, they're making Boston look way more interesting than it is.
Oh, this was
Also,
this is 18th century Boston.
no one goes to Boston like finally salvation.
Aw. Hey,
also,
boss.
also, this is historically inaccurate because there are no skyscrapers.
Wait, what?
In 1754.
Yeah, where is it? Don't you know? Like, cities never change. They just form like mountains from geological movements.
Master Kenway.
Oh!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee.
It's him.
Like, I could walk up the street and can 100% tell you this is not Boston now.
Are you by any chance
Guy
John
seems-
Oh, fuck.
Charles Lee, you fucker.
One and the same.
I hate you so much. I hate you so.
I don't know what you're talking about. This guy seems pretty trustworthy.
But he's yet to reach
Okay,
America,
so
and I think
I'm
that
dumb.
might-
So when I first
Well,
played this game,
at
I was
least
like,
until
Charles
he
Lee,
arrives.
I don't remember that
I
from history
thought-
class.
yes.
This guy seems awesome.
Wait.
Forgive me, sir. I had.
Oh, I can't pet.
I had hoped
I can't
that I
pet dogs
might
yet.
study under you. If I am to serve
Spoilers.
the
We can
order,
pet
I
animals in
imagine
this
no
game.
better mentor than
All
you.
the animals.
If it
What
was
I-
kind of
Kind
cool
of
to
you
pet
to
dogs
say,
right now.
but I think you overestimate me.
Oh no, those
Impossible,
guards
sir.
are
This way.
harassing.
Thief! Someone
Get him.
I'm trying to rack my brain for Charles Lee.
Nah. This is how we establish that the British guards are dicks.
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's
all manner of things to see and do.
Yeah, it's very weird when in order to stress how things were pre-revolution, they make you share your house with 30 British soldiers.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
What was that Onion article? It was like an Onion article. It was like Third Amendment rights group celebrates another 247 years of no problems.
Excuse me?
We're saying they're gonna fight that kid.
Listen.
Some kids would just want to rumble.
Hey, mister, you want to wrestle?
Do I want to play your game? Yeah, I do.
And you just open up the door and says counter kill.
So this is Cowboy. This is Six Men's Morris, which is also called Cowboy Checkers.
Okay, I've
There's also Nine
I can't
Men's
remember
Morris.
if I played this as a kid. Oh wait, no, I played the 9 Mans. I don't know 6 Mans.
I'm gonna bet 20 pounds. Tactical camera. I used to know how to play this like quite well because I played this a lot in this game and in 4, but I don't remember how to play it now.
Also, since this is the meme stream, I suppose, I'm just boiling some sauce right now, waiting for it to get thick. With an extra C at the end instead of a K.
You can't. You're gonna alert all the guards, and Zero will be caught.
Yep. That's how it works.
He's gonna block your piece. Oh no.
Yeah, he is. Doesn't matter what I do now.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak through, but the sound of my lips hitting the sauce is alerting the guards.
Sauce, damn.
Please think before you speak.
Nah.
No.
All right. So once you get down to this point, you have a limited amount of pieces. So now you can actually like shuffle them around. But I can't actually move anything other than that one. So
he's gonna take a piece of yours.
Are you sure this is some sort of? Are you sure this is Assassin's Creed 3 and not some like party pack game?
Definitely.
Devastating.
I have lost all my skill. He's just gonna keep moving that piece back and forth and just own me over and over and over again.
You're finished, kid.
I'm done. Goodbye, sir.
Kimblade, kill him.
No
one
Damn Spriggs, this accursed city will be the death.
Oh!
Speak of the devil.
Friend.
That's because
Friend.
I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
I like how we just fucking home in on the historically relevant
Must be
figures.
new to
Just
Boston.
like a missile.
You're still possessed of virtue.
We are.
I mean,
to stop and help an old lout like myself.
in 1728, Boston had what, like
I
300
don't
people
mean
in
to
it? Everyone
impose,
knew
but
Ben.
You seem a spry fellow.
Well, I'm actually kind of curious about
Find my
Boston
missing
was in
pages.
1778.
I'll reward you.
Or
Look,
no,
I'm
it's
not
pre-revolution,
sure
so
if I- it's all
17.
right, all righty. If you have the time, hurrah! If not,
1752,
no harm
I think.
done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Oh my God, the pop.
Okay, they don't seem to have kept track of records prior to the
That was
first
interesting.
census, but population in 1790 was was 18,000 roughly.
Okay, I think I'm going to be able to pet this pig. Yes.
Pig.
I don't pet him. I just give him some food. And he yoinks.
That's good too.
I can pet this dog though. You can pet the dog in Assassin's Creed 3.
Back.
Did you know Conway was a monster hunter?
Oh, there's a cat over here too. Gotta pet the cat.
Go over here.
The cat pets you.
It's a cat animal.
What else? Horse?
Horse.
I don't think I can pet the horse. I can mount horses, but I can't pet them.
I forget if this is the game that doesn't have translations for most of the game, because like everybody's just speaking English.
So now that Ben Franklin comes up, I can finally bring this antidote up again. So Ben Franklin.
Yes.
What?
Keep going. Sorry.
When Ben Franklin was younger-ish, I think he started this. This took place in 1730, so 20 years prior to when we are right now. He used to publish this almanac, Poor Richard's Almanac, under this pseudonym Richard Saunders, or Poor Richard. And now Ben Franklin had a rival, Titan Leeds, who also published his own almanac. And Benjamin Franklin was a man of the Enlightenment, so he was a rationalist and didn't really have fondness for things like astrology, which Titan Leeds was. So one day in one of his letters, or his almanacs, he put out a letter saying, "Hi, my name is Richard Saunders. I am extremely poor and my wife hates me. Anyway, I did some astrology, and it turns out Richard Saunders is going to die at this day, at this point in time, when the Sun and Mercury converge.
And you may yet know our plans.
And when that day passed, nothing happened. Titan Leeds put out an article in his almanac saying, "Oh, look, I'm still alive. Nothing happened, you fake. Stop faking things." And then the next almanac, Richard Saunders put out a letter saying, "Well, I can't really quite say if the man is dead per se, but using my astrology, he should be. So clearly what happened here, I can't confirm this, but clearly what happened here is this man is the ghost of Richard Saunders is still around here, and he wrote an article that is the only explanation." This is the only thing that makes sense, because otherwise, the astrology can't be wrong. He clearly must just be a ghost.
It's the only way.
So this feud went on for 7 years.
Where a man
real
claimed
time.
he was a ghost.
And Ben Franklin had a big leg up on Richard Saunders, or Titan Lead, because Titan Leeds' almanac was published by presses owned by Ben Franklin.
God.
And this guy did not know that Ben Franklin was the one who published the almanac. So I assume he did at least. So Ben Franklin got a heads up about what Titan was going to write in his almanac, and then put that in his own almanac before Titans came out, and was able to preempt all of his letters.
Christ.
God.
What a fuckhead.
And so eventually, he started saying that Titan Leeds had died, and his publishers were faking the fact that he was still alive. And this went on until 1738, when Titan Leeds died, and Ben Franklin, who again writing this as Richard Saunders, who was a dear close friend of Titan Leeds, and in his the second letter he wrote, it says, "I cannot believe that Titan Leeds would write these horrible things out. He would not use such uncouth languages." And he wrote in his final letter, he's just "Well, it is good to hear that the publishers have finally given up the game, and revealed that Titan Leeds has been dead for a while. It's great to hear that they will no longer drag my good friend's name through the mud." But anyway, you won't believe the story. When I dozed off writing this letter, and as I did so, I woke up and I found another letter written in front of me. And it was written through Titan Leeds, who, according to the letter, said, like, "Thank you, good friend, for defending my honor all these years. Now, when you were asleep, I entered up through your left nostril and entered your brain, so that I might write this letter while I was asleep, telling you how right you were. Also, to see that if I was right, there are 3 predictions here. 1, someone will take someone's cows away to defile them. 2, AB will be drunk for 9 hours, or he'll be sober for 9 hours straight. And 3, some publishers will continue to lie and say that I published my letter on their almanac. Now, all 3 of these things may not come true, but who's to say if they are?
All right.
Ben Franklin.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I completely lost track of what's happening in the game now.
That's all right.
Charles Lee and Kenway are meeting up to talk about what they're going to be doing.
We got that list of people to recruit, so we're going to be
I
doing
did
that.
see that you got a normal sword.
You lying,
I did.
cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Grandma?
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
This woman has a fantastic Scottish accent.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
Privacy?
Privacy.
Privacy. As such.
Oh, Charles Lee. He's a general. Lee.
General Lee. Oh, hey, there's a man.
Sir, William Johnson.
Speaking of Scotsmen.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Bandits.
Charles? Sir. We'd best be off.
Of course.
Pivot Kappa.
Counter hacking.
The idea is that Exterio is hacking into your thing.
Away we go.
All right, mission time.
Yep. We do a little bit of jumping around in the prologue.
Yeah, so I did actually finally went to the letters. Does anyone mind if I read one of them? Or is it too much?
How much dead time we got in this mission?
Thomas Hickey?
I don't know offhand.
Payson Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something? Show some respect, boy.
Oh
Please,
man, that
John.
close up.
William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might...
Everyone should just play
guide
this.
your
Every
search.
NPC in this game
Don't
should have
need
a
no
bucket over
expediting.
their heads.
Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither.
This young boy
I
who's a
found the men
dick.
that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing
Thomas
around?
Hickey is kind of that's his archetype, basically.
I'm a young
Figuring
boy
out how
who's
to
a
deal with
mean.
those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout. Take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. We'll have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Oh, so just we're immediately going. Well, all right, sure.
Let's get into position. But wait for me to take
Did
the
anybody
first
hear that gunshot?
So
No.
our guns actually require reloading now.
Words we all know that sound hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, the reloading in this game takes so long.
It's really obnoxious.
It's
back in the barrel.
But we can also use rifles, both in melee and ranged combat.
Alright, so mind if I just read the last letter because it's pretty trolly?
Okay.
Courteous readers. Sorry.
Go on now, or you make us mad.
You gonna say something, Zara?
Nope.
No, I said go ahead.
Oh. Courteous readers, you may remember that in my first almanac, published for the year 1733, I predicted the death of my dear friend Titan Leeds. Philomat, to happen that year on the 17th day of October, I'd never seen a date written like this, hour 3:29 p.m. The good man, it seems, died accordingly, but WB and AB have continued to publish almanacs in his name ever since, asserting for some years that he was still living. At length, when the truth can no longer be concealed from the world, they confess his death in their almanac for 1739, but pretend that he died not until last year. And that before his departure, he had furnished them with calculations for 7 years to come. Ah, friends, these poor shifts and thin disguises, of which indeed I should have taken little to no notice, if you had not at the same time accused me of false predictor, an aspersion that the more that affects me, as my whole livelihood depends on a contrary character.
Go on, shoot him.
But to this matter beyond dispute, I shall acquaint the world with a fact, as strange and surprising as it is true, being as follows. On the 4th instant, towards midnight, as I sat in my little study writing this preface, I fell fast asleep and continued in that condition for some time, without dreaming anything to my knowledge. On awakening, I found lying before me the following letter. Dear friend Saunders, my respect for you continues even in this separate state, and I am grieved to see the aspersions thrown in you by the malevolence of avaricious publishers of almanacs who envy your success. They say your prediction of my death in 1733 was false, and they pretend that I
only
many
wish to
years
return
back.
this chest to its
But
rightful
I do
owner.
hereby certify that I did actually die at that time, precisely at that hour you mentioned, with a variation of only 5 minutes and 53 seconds,
I won't ask
which
again.
must be allowed to no great matter in such cases. I do farther declare that I have furnished them with no calculations of the plan's motions, and etc. 7 years after my death, as they are pleased to give out, so that the stuff they publish as an almanac in my name is no more mine, 'tis yours. You will wonder perhaps how this paper comes to written on your table.
Your kind has no need.
You must know that no spirit under my confinement till that after the final settlement of all accounts. In the meantime, we wander where we please, visit our old friends, observe their actions, enter through their imaginations, and give them hints of
Those
waking or
days are done.
sleeping that
Tell your masters I
may
said
be
as
to your
much.
advantage to them.
What I've learned so far is
Who
that
should I say you are?
You don't?
mad people were long-winded. To say, I was fucking with you, dog.
Yeah.
Finding you asleep, I entered your left nostril and set it into your brain, found out where the ends of those nerves were fastened that move your right hand and fingers, by the help of which I am now writing unknown to you, but when you open your eyes, you'll see that the handwritten is mine, though wrote with yours. The people of this infidel age perhaps will hardly believe this story, but you may give them 3 signs by which they may convince the truth of it. About the middle of June
Don't let
next,
go of the chest, Charles.
JJ
We'll take care of
and
this rabble.
Philomat shall be openly reconciled to the Church of Rome and give all of his goods and chattel to the chapel, being perverted by a certain country schoolmaster. On 7th of September, following my old friend WB will be sober 9 hours to the astonishment of all of his neighbors. At the same time, WB and WA and AB will continue another almanac in my name in spite of the truth and common sense. As I can see much clearer in the futurity, since I got free from the dark prison of flesh, in which I was continually molested and almost blinded with fogs arising from tiff and the smoke of burnt drams, I shall in kindness to you frequently give you information of things to come for the improvement of your almanac. Being dear, your affectionate friend, T. Leeds.
Good lord.
For my own part, I am convinced these above letter are genuine. If the reader doubts of it, let him carefully observe the 3 signs. If they do not actually come to pass, read it as he pleases. I am his humble servant, Richard Saunders.
Oh, fuck. That's got me.
Look at those badgers running around all
Shit.
over these shop.
I thought the letter was over.
Look at Return of the Kingness.
Yeah.
Oh, back.
Hi, gentlemen.
Came back for one last troll. And in words, you should do some research to find out if those 3 signs did come to pass.
There are actually missions in this game.
Well, that'd be a problem since this happened 10 years prior, but...
I know, it's crazy.
Yes.
Well, it's a memory thing. Bam.
Gonna sit here and reload my gun for 10 minutes.
It's the length of a letter. That's all.
They ain't so tough. It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
Scoundrels.
Charles Lee, shut up.
Oh man, I gotta pet those cows.
Alright, so just like every other Assassin's Creed game, we're finding all our buddies, we're about to get wild.
Gentlemen,
you know?
excuse me a moment. Oh.
Oh! Oh!
I don't know if I pet the goat or the cow. Hang on.
Who can say?
No, fine.
So the crazy thing to me here, this was printing press days when they had ink and whatnot. So Ben Franklin had to put all this effort into trolling a dead man.
I mean,
and trying to...
Sorry, what was that?
That cow helping?
He was he was a distraction.
It's Titan Leeds here to help.
That cow is an assassin.
Oh.
Called them the...
Or dudes.
So Pio, you're saying farm animals can be assassins?
Haven't you ever seen Chicken Run?
I just wanted on record that Pio said a farm animal would be an assassin.
Listen.
Nope.
Farm animals make excellent assassins.
Alright, cool.
Assassin's cow.
Oh my god.
Listen, they can't do the free running or the hidden blade and stuff, but they've got what really counts.
And they don't do the hidden blade.
I love that guns suck.
They really do.
I can't believe
Just gonna kill these guys.
I can't believe fucking. Actually, who made the hidden gunblade? Was it Altair or
yeah.
Vinci?
Well, it's technically it was
Da Vinci built one, but Altair had one, so.
Okay, technically, Altair looked in the future and saw that somebody was using a gunblade, a gun hidden in their assassin's thing, and so he self-fulfilled the future, I guess.
But I can't remember. Did Leonardo work off blueprints from Altair, or?
Yes, he worked off of Altair's blueprints.
Yes.
But Altair looked in the future and probably worked off his own blueprints somehow.
There you are.
Altair looked into the future and saw
thanks.
Final Fantasy, and it was like,
I hope
time to go live. Time to go die now.
Tell me what it is you need.
Man, I can't believe Altair time paradoxed his gun into existence.
The images on this
Like, I bet it's probably he just saw it like
Perhaps
a
one of the
real
trials has shown you
fucking
something similar.
45 or something. He's like, dope.
Altair saw like an AK-47 and was like, awesome, and like 20 hours later, came out with the gunblade. The gun was just like, fuck it, close enough.
With my
That's the best
research
way to
returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do.
Alright, you can.
Thomas!
Alright, see you later, bud.
Whoa.
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect
Really
we'll
wish
be
they
here
hadn't like
for a
gone
while.
with a period appropriate. Like, from what I can tell from this writing, it's just like never shutting the fuck up.
I mean, that seems very Ben Franklin.
Yeah. Also, kind of like to see like the subtle like ways languages have changed since the 1700s. That I'm kind of wish they tried to capture, but that'd be pretty hard to do because like it's just very weird English nowadays.
Most, I mean, like a lot of the characters in this game are they are either from overseas or right from overseas, or they have been here for a couple of years. So most of them have like a mix of accents and stuff. There's for the most part, it's like, oh well, I feel pro.
I'm more talking about just like how diction has changed, and like there are some words that are like have fallen out of use, and some words that were never used. But there's also, I guess, an issue of like people don't speak the way they write, too. But
I don't know about you, I do.
Good evening, gentlemen.
There are.
Charming. You make so many more typos.
Charles.
When you
He'll grow
speak.
in you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Taddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Mr. Hickey,
Maps and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives.
What is this Play-Doh face?
And they'll owe us.
Motorboat.
Afraid not.
Motorboat. This little woman.
You just
Oh,
praise
of
it
course.
without flat.
He's another historical figure, the inventor of the
And
hickey.
there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next.
Dang.
Well done.
Thanks, Charles. You're a great help and a loyal ally.
He's great.
Yeah. Hey, should we bring Thomas Hickey with us?
He's busy.
Sorry, we're gonna try and do this mission with a touch of class. Thomas needs to stay.
Yeah. Church
Mr.
residence.
Chetch, I presume.
The surgeon.
Also, this is kind of an amazing picture of Ben Franklin, so I'm going to post it here. Well, not amazing, but interesting face.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys, watching the stream, you will not see the picture.
God.
He's so happy with
Charles?
himself.
Sir?
Well, it's open now.
What do you want from me?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere.
What do we do?
We find him.
It's a lovely portrait.
Come.
And hey, them just ruined
I'll
it.
show you how.
Priceless piece of art right there.
It's a picture of Ben Church.
Oh, hey. It's time for the eavesdrop mission. This is new. If you remember the tailing missions from previous games, it's that, except we need to stay within a certain range of our target so that we can hear them.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the
A lot
day,
of
no
times you just
less.
need to be hidden.
Basically.
Just easy enough.
Oh, they're teaching me about things.
Father Patrick asks all able-bodied men to give an hour of their labor this Saturday, as the schoolhouse is in need of much restoration.
Such scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon.
Well, that seems normal.
Likely, if he keeps up such carousing.
The main problem with this whole mechanic is that you spend so much time trying to
Perhaps I should send someone
like
to
navigate and stay close to the target and like not get caught that you never listen to a word that the people are actually talking about.
Or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those
That
on the street.
does seem kind of a shame.
I'm headed for higher ground.
Which, I mean, it's an eavesdrop mission, so you're supposed to be listening to them, but you literally can't because it's just you just can't do it.
Like that one's not that bad because the guys
Yeah.
are right there. So
Some of
but
they get way
later
harder,
ones,
yeah.
Yeah, they get far more difficult, and I was just like, thank you.
Alright, so another historical inaccuracy. The streets are currently not clogged with cars. This is a huge oversight on their part.
I mean, maybe they're all in the shop. Also, this soldier is.
The men with muskets on the rooftops are historically accurate, though.
Are you guys
So
ready?
does he actually have like a reason to kill that man at this point, or is it just he just knows
The guy,
that guy
if,
smells like a Templar?
if that guy spotted me on the roof, he would be suspicious and tell me to get down. So the
For
same
that he must die.
same reason as every other Assassin's Creed game, basically. It was
If I
not.
get caught, he'll shoot me.
It was not necessary to run along that fence, but I did it anyway.
Nathan's.
I mean, you killed the only guy who's watching, so.
Sorry about that.
Wait, okay, now they're even. Okay, I just noticed they even have like the same like alert arrows, the triangles they do in Sekiro.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure Sekiro is not an Assassin's Creed game?
I mean,
it's not a Souls game.
It's not. I've been playing it like an Assassin's Creed game. Like I have no fear when I'm playing that game.
It's the best way to play it.
I bought it today, and I was like, "Oh, this is just Assassin's Creed."
About what today?
Sekiro.
Oh.
Yeah. Like in Souls game, I'm afraid of everything that moves. In that game, I'm like, yeah.
Learn to people listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Alright. Now it's an Assassin's Creed game. We just jumped in a bale of corn.
Awesome.
Delicious.
Actually, that sounds really painful.
It probably would be.
I think it's just the leaves. I think all the.
There was some corn in there.
Well,
it's the gentle corn.
Easy for you to say. You didn't just watch your friend
And
die.
the eavesdrop missions, they trigger as soon as you get within range of them, basically. So sometimes if you're not in the proper position, you kind of get screwed.
Thomas the fool tried to offer aid, so they cut his throat. And then they moved on, as if it were nothing. As if
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I was focused on trying to stop the bleeding.
So, Joe Ubisoft is making a new Assassin's Creed game, and the tutorial is going to be 6 hours long. Now, hear me. You're gonna play as Haytham Kenway, a super cool guy. You know, he's got personality. He's like 00 assassin. You know, he's great. 6 hours seems like a lot there, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can learn all the mechanics of the game and whatnot. Just let me do this.
Yeah.
Sauce is getting thicker, but it's not yet dummy thick.
But they all plead ignorance. Bugger that!
Getting close.
They're lying. Aye.
Bugger
What
that.
can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel. Actions speak louder than words, my friend.
You better
Arrest
deign to
one
grovel.
and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then. To do so without
This guy's voice.
yeah, he's going for it. Swinging for the fences.
Use of authority. And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone.
Don't.
This dinner theater motherfucker.
Scoundrels. Let them pay the price for it.
This is the
Okay.
voice I would do for D&D. I'm the bad guy, Vince Foffa.
Oh.
You can call me Vince.
So I just like checked out actions speak louder than words because wondering if that phrase was around back then. It existed in some form since 1628, but the actual maxim wasn't like coined as that particular phrase until 1856 by Abraham Lincoln.
Huh.
Well, that guard was ahead of the time.
Oh.
I've
Didn't
combined those two thoughts.
Not know that Abe Lincoln got credit for that.
Now,
Or his coin with that one.
now I'm imagining Abe Lincoln spinning a coin on
What do you think they're planning? All I know is it can't be good.
weird.
Probably looking for a nice
Actions speak louder than words is the maxim, and true. The South now distinctly says to the North, give us the measures, you take the men.
That's not by any means.
Alright.
Good call, that.
Alright. So now the eavesdrop missions are getting more complicated. The guards
See,
are actually
Charles?
moving.
We'll have church in no time.
just as I said you would.
If I might ask, sir,
eavesdroppers.
where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was. Perception
In the
is
monasteries
fundamental
of
to
British boarding
It
schools.
guides the feet when running and climbing.
Or whatever
informs
they
the
had
hands
back
when
then.
Striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the soul.
He's fucking talking to no one.
He's talking to Charles Lee, but
Yeah.
there's fighting.
He doesn't hear him anymore. You're way too high.
Warning, stick close to allies.
He's on
Also,
the
I'm
ground.
He's
pretty
down
sure-
there.
I'm pretty sure standing on that cross is blasphemy.
Probably.
Like, this is Boston in the 1700s. These are all Puritans around him. These are guys who left England because they weren't hardcore enough for them.
Anyway, you have a piece of corn stuck in your head.
I know.
Stylish, isn't it?
Master, are you aware of the devil in our presence?
Yes, it's me. So there's a weird effect that I noticed whenever I play this game is like when you get
Place is
closer
well
to the
guarded.
water, there's like
You need to slip
a
past them.
foggy smog thing that starts happening.
Where?
And it's really bad in one city in particular.
This extortion would not be possible.
I mean-
without his watch turn-
I love burning coal. Well, this may slightly predate absolute coal mania, but
Recruit all these animals as to a dog assassin.
listen, goats can climb like 90-degree slopes.
I mean, they do crave the mineral, and they crave that blood.
Oh.
Charles, get over here. Help me with that.
Ah, okay.
So, like the sword blade, it's kind of up.
Oh,
no,
That's
we're
not
just
good.
in front of a firing line.
Yeah. It hasn't given me that tutorial yet.
Iron Man, very curious. Got him.
I'm mostly just confused because it told me, like, it gave me the tutorial to tell Charles to, like, wait. And so I did. And then the game was like, no, you have to stay next to your allies.
Well, I think the idea is like you lead them around to one side where only like two of the guards are. You tell them to wait in front of them, and then you assassinate them. Yeah!
Yeah, see Sekiro.
Can you tell when this stream is coming out, future viewers?
Yes, it's when Mighty Number 9 2 is released.
Yeah.
Mighty number 18.
Come on.
Starring Wolf.
Or is the sequel Mighty number 10?
Ooh. What if it's Mighty Number...
Mighty number 80. 81.
What if they regress? What if it's Mighty Number 8?
Okay. Good job, Charles.
Prequel.
Like Mighty Number the
It's a
character
prequel where
from-
they're like, should we start making this game? Nah.
I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Cool. Okay.
Words, you said that, and I thought it was coming from the game for just a split second.
That's just Charlie's voice. I'm general, please.
You stabbed that guy in the butt and he died instantly.
Pocket. No. You killed a man and you had to
don't
turn
know.
around. The kill camera in this game is much better.
Yeah, they go all out.
It gets like I can't wait till we get to Syndicate because like the mechanics for punching people to death in the head is
Here we are then.
fantastic. There's so much head punching.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Get gauche.
Maybe I take his hands. Put an end to his surgery.
Surgery.
Maybe I take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling.
Fucking orc.
Or maybe
Lord of the Rings, whatever they're called.
I take his cock.
What about his
Put an
leg?
end to his fucking.
Don't steal a man's chicken.
So many options. I can't possibly decide.
I need to make
Take
a
all
character
three.
that does that.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time.
Yes, you will. It's Assassin's Creed game. You were the bad guy.
Yeah, you're about
to.
to.
The Constitution to
We were
bear
going to
witness such
dumpster you,
barbarism.
dog.
Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
His name's
You'll
Cutter.
regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
Cut my nose.
Chinatown style.
From there, make myself a nice keepsake, I will.
Just like all good artists.
Your parents must be so very proud to have raised a specimen like yourself.
Quiet now.
Sorry for spraying you with blood.
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be
I
explained.
can't think of any other games, or very many games set in colonial times. So
There's not much.
it's
Yeah.
got that going for it.
It's definitely fresh. Like it feels very different than the other games.
I mean, it's too late to fight with swords and shields and all that nonsense, and it's too early to fight with cool guns.
Yep.
Like,
But when you're an assassin and you have
no.
guns and
The page is
swords
getting
from
away.
the future past.
I guess like having
Dang it.
Nope.
above borderline supernatural sword skill lets you avoid getting shot with their first bullet, and then during the reload time is when the swords come out.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
You guys heard it here first. Making friends is easy.
It's a lie.
I mean, we just made like 5 friends. Look at these guys.
They're just using
Stop
you.
a murder. That's simple.
You're right.
Dice, why don't you stop more murders?
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
The massive statue
What can you
getting
tell me of his
smacked
operation?
in the face by the.
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the king's troop, in charge of the Southgate fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
Thanks, Charles.
Charles.
I can't. I'm thinking of it. I made a song that sounds similar to this. That's all I can think about.
Get out of my head, Charles.
The soldier.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
How'd you manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
You cheating on me, Charles?
Yes, sir.
All right then. I like the guys who have like the scarves over their faces, the guards.
Give me one good reason. I shouldn't kill you right now.
This guy looks important.
Were you planning to announce yourself? Or did you hope my men
Sir,
wouldn't notice your
if
arrival?
you'll allow me to explain.
Oh, by all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Hatham.
General Braddock.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they've said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
I always love it when something doesn't go the way Hatham plans, because he just
Well, that didn't go
gets
as I
so
expected.
clearly irritable.
I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. And as luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see.
Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
I'm so glad we're spending time developing this dude who is our main protagonist and we'll love for the entire game.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious how we...
This is the other problem with this game, is that not only is Hatham a really interesting character, you spend quite a bit of time with him.
Yeah, I'm confused on how we transitioned to Connor.
I know one thing about this game from like a music video, like a Assassin's Creed fan song I saw of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one detail, and I kind of already guess how it's going to turn out.
So, like, when I first put this game into my Xbox, when I first got it, plugged in everything, it's like time to play this AssCreed game. Saw the front cover, I was like, this assassin looks awesome. Started the game, who the fuck is this guy? Like,
yeah.
You know, 30 minutes in, I'm like, okay, this dude, he's pretty cool. I like this whole opening thing. This is like the other Assassin's Creed
Charles.
doing cool stuff. And then the switch happens. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my understanding is they switch that the main protagonist is much more boring. Granted, I haven't really seen this dude that much yet because I've been like jumping up and down to do dinner, but he looks interesting. Like he's got like kind of a darker streak to him, very arrogant, poised.
I wonder who at Ubisoft really likes Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oi!
Boy,
You thieves and scoundrels, one and all!
he's got them crazy eyes.
Fire on you and your false war!
He's got the red eyes.
Charles, it's me, Braddock. I know who you are.
After him!
Man, he got mud on the back of him thrown around.
That wasn't mud.
Oh,
that was a pool.
It was steaming.
Yeah. So when cars were first introduced, they were considered to be more sanitary because they did not, or more clean because they did not pollute as horses did.
Huh.
Unhand him, Edward.
Got you now.
You again.
Let us go.
Me again.
And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Kinda. So far we've collected
Put
a
them
smart
all
dude,
in chains.
a young guy who can acquire things, and we're getting a soldier.
Also, I was gonna make a joke that having to pay out the families of all the soldiers who died during this is what ultimately caused the British to raise taxes at the Revolution. But then I remembered, oh, this is the British Army, sir. This is the British 18th century. They didn't give a fuck who died.
True.
I stayed my hand today because
These guys are on conscripts. Is this Australia?
Should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten.
A lot of really close-up shots in this game.
You're free now, John.
Man,
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on
I suppose it's revealing, you know, how I think about
I assume you've good reason for
the past, but as they get closer and closer to the modern day,
Explain everything on the way.
it becomes more jarring how many people you kill.
A lot, right?
It's a revolution.
This seems historically accurate. Like, there was a guy who walked around my work today and he killed like 300 men.
I see. What people don't understand is that, like, when people talk about the deaths during these wars, it was all the assassins.
Yeah, I mean there are no games like past 1800, and that's when the population boom started. Coincidence?
Yeah.
You got the book page. Those Almanac pages suck. They're the last collectible I got. They are annoying because they just disappear if you don't get them. You have to leave the area and come back.
Ooh,
they sure do.
That sucks.
And that kind of collectible shows up in like every other game from now on.
I mean, they're less annoying to get, I feel.
True.
Oh no.
Gotta talk to Charles.
Oh no, I just had an epiphany. I don't like it.
What's that epiphany, bruv?
Gentlemen.
It's based off outside knowledge, but I just
found the
realized
solution
we're gonna
to
have to
our
go through a training montage,
Or rather,
aren't we?
Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Montages.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort. Under the pretext of
Lobcock
kinship.
is a pretty good
Once
insult.
inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
We've collected all the Avengers.
Holy shit. The main character is actually making plans and decisions on his own. You're right, this guy can't be the protagonist.
Why Haytham is so great. He's actually competent and good.
And he has several flaws,
attack
one
on
of
my
which
signal.
he can
Understood,
learn to overcome during the game.
Yeah.
If we time
Sure.
this right,
Room to grow.
we can catch them all unawares.
I know how this game ends, and it's gonna be so something. God.
Yep.
Damn it. Oh God.
Well, there's
the wagon's on its side.
Also, these outfits are historically inaccurate. Everyone here should be wearing t-shirts with ball caps.
Oh man, if only you had a tower defense minigame to play here. There's set up for it.
All right,
Stop
Shin, can you stealth kill all those guys at once?
Who's the assassin who gets hidden blades on their feet as well?
Whoops, I dropped my gun.
It's the assassin who just replaces their skin with hidden blades and they just roll around like stealth kill people.
Get it sorted and quickly.
You just ran right through them!
Yeah.
Yeah, they're thieves. Lining it up.
Hey, boys.
Lining it up. Got him.
Reload. Oh, okay. Later, Charles.
The ambush begins! You should just have like an entire stack of muskets there.
That is a thing that happens in this game. There's literally just a bunch of muskets you gotta shoot them.
Nope.
I see that animation a lot.
Yep.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
Hey, it's me,
You had to kill 13 to make sure you had 5 not completely
You and
bloody.
John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal.
I guess
when
they're
need
already
your
red,
services.
maybe.
We've already got a disguise.
We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word.
What a charming gentleman.
Oh, okay. Using one of the few facts I know about Connor.
Operation. I mean, Emmanuel
Might be
might
aware of
expect
how
you.
he-
Yeah.
The defenses.
What?
You're not holding anything, Hatham. No one's driving the
You must be
wagon.
rather important to him if you were
He's
given
that
your
good,
own.
Zara.
No, you replaced the horses with assassin horses.
Okay.
Sir,
They're in on
we've
it.
enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let
So,
Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
Officers,
As you wish.
highly advanced investigation tech, they stab shit.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only
Nope.
natural for you to be
Okay.
wary.
A little bit of teleportation
So be
magic
it.
there. I love that you can just see your buddies running around.
Yeah, they're doing stuff.
Yeah. This is
Like,
funny.
this-
This is what
this is
I would
the
look
most-
like from an outside perspective.
This is like the most Assassin's Creed shit to me. Like, you do nothing while a bunch of people just start dying around you.
Halt!
There they go.
Identify yourselves. Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the meaning of this?
I love how the game constantly pits us up against like people, like larger groups of enemies.
The enemy.
And yet we still just have no trouble just murdering everyone.
Well, that's the reason they actually changed the controls. Like they used a new like framework for their combat encounters, so they could put more enemies in it.
I guess that makes
Actually, I
sense.
haven't been paying that much attention. They changed combat so you're not like on like a 2D rail?
Oh.
So you're not on a what?
Oh.
Like fighting them on like 2 dimensions. Like you actually get to move like side to side.
I think that was Thomas Hickey that just made that captain not exist anymore. He stabbed him with an axe and he vanished out of existence.
You're still kind of playing on like your axis.
Of course.
Like the movement comes from.
You guys get him, please? Thank you.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
Who's your officer?
Yes.
Oh.
Syndicate, you can move around more.
Engage the enemy.
God. That man just disappeared. Yo, these are the assassins.
They actually made these people just not exist anymore.
Clear.
True assassins. They erased them.
Nothing is true.
And they were here
Damn,
because
that's
all their
the
guns are
joke
here.
I had in my head when I was going to come back here and say, I was like, my plan was to come back and say, hey guys, I'm back. Is nothing true and everything permitted yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're getting there. First, we gotta take these Native Americans.
We have to free them.
Oh!
That's our promise.
Evening, gentlemen.
Hold up.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
These aren't the droids you're looking
Thanks.
for. Never mind the trail of dead bodies
I'm
leading out
freeing
of
you
the fort.
just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain.
Goodbye.
Bye, lady.
Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
Aiden Kenway, everybody.
Now this guy wouldn't have not killed the Pope.
Yeah.
Oh God, the Pope would have been.
The Pope would have
like
fucking
10 minutes
died.
in.
So, another new thing that this game introduces are like bushes as hiding places. So you can actually hide in like dense foliage, and it's really useful.
Oh, like Sekiro.
Yeah.
Actually.
I guess the only difference between Sekiro is like in this game you walk 20 dudes into games like, don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. And Sekiro's like, I want you to fight all of them. Do it.
I can't believe this get this game and call it Sekiro.
Also, the side note, historical fiction is always weird to me because I tend to like more so than like modern day, like kind of like urban fantasy, whatever. Because in my head, books about history are always trying to be like textbooks and trying to be true. So it's not part of the problem is like, okay, okay, I guess there was a giant snake in feudal Japan.
Haytham Kenway just punched a lock off.
Why isn't he?
Baller.
Like, and there was no force behind that punch. He just, like, very casually just slapped it away.
He is the master.
He channeled his ki.
Well,
fuck you! I was gonna make that joke, but you interrupted me. I will have my revenge.
Uh-oh.
Like Sekiro.
Uh-oh.
Oi, fellas. Apologies for me tardiness. Cutter had me working late.
You know Cutter?
Well, who do you think got me this post?
My favorite part about this mission is that your boys go and make small talk with the other soldiers.
Yep.
Like, Hickey's out here trying to be like, yeah, bruv, shit done happened down at the pub, right?
Wouldn't mind helping myself to a bit of it before we send them on their way.
No, keep clear of the merchandise. Don't speak of it either. We watch the gates and patrol the grounds.
Understood, boss. I am yours to command.
Should probably do that one last. I don't want to get cornered on the ship.
Alright. Extreme compressions make it hard for me to get a good look at the officers. What's there?
The officers are patrolling around, and they're the ones who are actually, like, they recognize the fact that, hey, I'm not actually a soldier. Whereas everybody else is like, yeah, whatever. Here we go.
Yeah. They also have cool hats.
God.
Yes. Slap.
They specifically introduce a lockpicking minigame in this game.
Just nope.
Yeah.
Don't need this.
No time. Also, so like, remember, in the last game there were Janissaries that like the special guards, right?
Yeah.
In this game there are Jaegers. Oh boy, they are. Oh boy, they're rough.
Ooh.
All right.
Also, they don't just come out to get to summon Jaegers, be fighting guards for a while and killing them a lot, and then some will like get summoned to deal with you because you're a problem.
So it's, you know, like the National Guard in GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some missions that have them already spawned in, but for the most part, like, you just don't want to mess with Jaegers. Right.
Oof.
The hidden blade must be made of like adamantium or something, because jeez, man, nothing can break this.
Perfect. Just as planned.
An hour of quiet was
Cutscene
all
saves me.
I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good. How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free! It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess!
92.
Man,
92.
This guy's really acting for the back row.
Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them.
So kill each other right now?
Made a corpse. Am I understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
Captain Silas immediately.
Stab.
Push them back.
Ow.
Silas,
What
that's the worst.
You just immediately.
Oh, there we go.
For the order!
Yeah. For the order.
Was that one of your guys saying for the order, or?
Yes.
Okay.
You and your boys are working specifically for the order.
So it just occurred to me. Should assassins have code names? Because they just seem to run around there using their actual names.
Well, anybody who would not know their name and they don't want them would probably be dead, right?
Yeah.
And like, if you wanted to use their name against them, you would be an issue in the.
I mean, you were like a secret society, right? Like,
Sort of.
Machiavelli was out there doing assassin stuff with his straight name.
I mean, there is very much a thing that's like, okay, these guys are just gonna keep happening.
I guess it's like,
well, there's a thing with the assassins that's about basically like, it is like secrecy, but it is also like, dang it. There is also very much an element of being very obvious as to what you're doing, because it's about making a point.
I mean, that makes sense for the original assassins, who like very deliberately killed people in public spaces so that
yeah,
with knives to make a big display. I think.
Yeah. It was to make a big statement. Like, and the assassins could have been like regular people don't know what they're doing. To most people, this would just be a big act of violence, right? Nobody knows who they're working for.
You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Cyrus. One I intend to keep.
Brutal execution.
Just did not waste any fucking time there.
Nope.
No requisite, and do they still say that?
Not really, no.
Hate them.
He just holds them in his arms and just goes, rip in peace.
Nice.
Yeah.
What happens now?
We
I don't know.
wait. But not for very long, I suspect.
I didn't even see what our bonus objectives were.
You did not get shot by a fire.
I think like two of them just immediately failed for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
You got detected for doing that.
One of them was not playing Assassin's Creed, so.
Dang.
That one's hard.
Yeah.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity.
That was
I
quick.
had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next. I do not have an answer.
I like how smug he was, like, in they'll be back.
He stalks the city streets
They'll
and
be
scouts the
back.
bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved.
Hamilton.
There was a woman there that night.
God damn
It was she who helped the others to safety.
When
If we
Haytham
can find
does the
her,
assassin shuffle, he
I
like bobs his
believe
head.
I'll have my answers.
Yeah.
So, I watch.
Well, there's
and wait,
there's two assassin shuffles we can do.
hopeful that my true mission.
Nope, this
might
one's harder to
finally
do. I
begin.
can only do this one going one way, 1 foot at a time. $17.55. It's winter now.
Oh, for sure.
It's the first Assassin's Creed game with seasons.
It's
Okay, but don't worry, guys. It's New England. It'll be like 30 degrees warmer next week.
Yeah.
And that's not even really a joke. Like, I've seen like 50-degree temperature swings between like weeks sometimes.
Nope.
Yeah.
Caught you at dinner.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search.
That's where I
I'll
work.
meet you there.
Huh.
To Lexington.
Let's go find Dice.
I don't live there.
It's right there. It's on the mini map. I found him.
Fuck.
I knew it. So, Dice, when they got you in for the mocap for this game, like, how'd you feel?
Oh, they didn't mocap me. They just trapped me in the game.
Oh no, you're still trying to escape.
Yeah. It really sucks. If you guys could help me out, that'd be great.
If we beat it, you should be free.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But yeah, actually, if you do like find either I'm curious if we'll actually like. I guess if you're going through Boston, you'll probably will ride through the virtual place where I should exist right now, but
There may not be actually be anything there.
no,
Yeah,
the condensed map, but the space. If you go from Boston to Lexington, you'll probably end up where I am.
somewhere. Also, there's so much horse in this game because the map is fairly big.
The map is very large. Like Boston itself
Big
is
horse, big all the.
big. The other thing about this game is that it's a departure from the last couple games in that you spend the majority of your time in one big city, whereas this goes back to the kind of the classic style of you've got a couple bigger cities to explore and then some more smaller like open air stuff.
Wow, can't wait for us to visit Albany, the most important American city. Actually, do we go to Newport in this game?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
I think from what I remember, it's just Boston and New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of frontier to explore as well.
Is it New York or is it New Amsterdam? I can't remember.
should be
when
New
it
York at
changed.
this point.
Yeah, I think it's New York at this
Boston.
It's for like this is like almost like I think like
This is-
20 years for the Revolution, so
Yeah.
it's like definitely a colony by now.
It's Boston, New York, and there's a Virginian plantation. Hooray.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 1664 was when it changed, so yeah, long after that.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It's been New York longer than anyone in this game has been alive. As far as I know.
Good cow.
Which, well, you can't always judge history. By the way, that reminds me, Czar, what's it like living under the Queen's rule?
I mean, it's pretty normal, I guess.
Oh my god! I heard a voice. I can't wait.
Well, I guess, like, Canada's still technically under, like, the British crown, but not, like, part, a colony of Britain now. Is that how it
Excuse
works,
me,
or-
gentlemen. Bunch of bald guys that look exactly the same.
We just got out of a meeting.
That's pretty accurate for Boston. There's just one man who exists in multiple bodies, and he takes up, like, half the real estate. It's kind of an issue.
We should stop him?
I mean, yeah, it's a huge problem because he's like, he's like pretty well off, so he keeps on buying up houses to houses with multiple bodies. And it's a real pain for the rest of us. Drives up housing prices.
Tell him to buy a warehouse. Furnish it.
There we go. Now we can go fast.
That's a warehouse is someone who turns into the house in a full loop.
I don't know what that was. I think it was a raccoon.
That's the Boston Devil, actually.
Oh, okay. It's not hidden very well.
No.
Entering hunting region, Lexington.
Hmm.
It's a hunting region.
Hunting the most dangerous game.
Suburbanites.
Oh, I upset the cat.
Oh no! I saw something horrible.
Oh, I thought you were acting my joke, and I was like, yes, got him.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
The Americans wonder, why are my fingers?
Alright. Also, as a side note from someone who lives in New England, a lot more open space here than I think of, because New England is almost entirely forest covered.
There's more forest than you'd think, yeah.
There he is.
As in, unless it's been cleared, it's a forest.
Well, Dice, it
generally.
could also be a swamp.
True. But the swamps have trees, I think.
Have you found her?
Right, but I'd say
She's
it's
made
distinct.
camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
Sure, hate them. Now I know what you think.
I have some bad news,
you want to
sir.
extend the
Braddock
tutorial
is
into
insisting I
winter.
return to service under him.
Yeah.
I tried to
wanna-
beg off.
Oh,
to
we got a
go
new
ahead.
email.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks.
Also, I
In the
feel like I should
meantime, I'll
clarify
work on
this.
having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
For anyone who cares. So, TT is in the Northeast, but he is not in New England.
Say again?
TT is in the Northeast, but he is not in New England.
Am I not?
No,
Visor
New
just
England,
snapped. Snow recently
Maine,
disturbed.
Vermont, New Hampshire,
She's close.
Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island.
I thought I'm almost positive. Is it really not?
No.
Eh.
I guess New Englanders are incredibly
Tracks are
elitist
fresh.
about who actually gets to count.
It must be
Despite the fact that the states that have new in the title obviously
took to higher ground.
I don't know. I always
Out of the
thought it was
snow
like
and
that
into
sort
the
of.
trees.
Maybe I'm just thinking of. I'm confusing New England with like the original colonies.
Also,
Maybe, but
I hope you like the snow trudging animations.
I think the state you're in is generally considered the central states or central east.
You can also run.
Yeah.
God.
You've seen the Assassin Shuffle. Now.
Yeah.
Winter remix.
Weird animal gait through the snow.
See, this guy is great for practice. He even has like fucking snow moves.
I love this stupid run.
It's like performance art.
But yeah, I think I generally kind of assumed New England was just another name for the original 13 states.
God. Damn it.
Found you.
You run like an idiot. I hate them.
I mean, it's pretty accurate. That's basically how you run through heavy snow.
I've run through heavy snow. I didn't spread out. I try to look like a manta ray.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes you gotta.
It's wolf time.
Nice butt shot.
Damn it. Wait, come back! You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But sir!
But nothing. Go!
I got to
Stop
run
running.
like a
I
idiot.
only wish to talk! I am not your enemy!
This looks really
Please
tiring.
just hear me out!
It's so much emotion.
God,
I've done
only
snow
let me
hiking
speak!
once or twice, and yeah, it sucks.
Enough with these games!
For some reason, I was just sure you were going to grappling hook up to that tree.
No, that wolf has more than one arms. Or no arms, depending on how technical you're being.
Quick time events to kill wolves.
For a second there, I thought you were just gonna like to that fucking wolf.
And they're different every time.
Like, quick animal quick time is a big part of this game.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
Wolfie.
Yeah, there aren't any wolves here anymore, but are there turkeys? Because we could fight turkeys.
I don't know if there's turkeys in this game.
Benjamin Franklin's in this game. It should have turkeys.
I walked to school once in when I lived in.
You try my patience, woman!
And there was a turkey just on the side of the road by itself, and I was so afraid to go talk to it.
Talk to it?
Yeah.
Well, there are like 6 turkeys that have formed a gang outside my work, so.
Now you're in the deep snow too. I got you.
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Haytham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
You talked to her before.
Well, your name, for one.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Well, pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
It's always nice to see someone put Halem in his place.
Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
My place.
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
This the enemy?
Close to here, there is a hill.
It is the sort of
Meet me
thing the
there,
enemy would say.
and we'll see if you speak the truth.
I gotta say, this shirt I'm wearing that says "I am not the enemy" is raising a lot of questions that have already been answered by the shirt.
Oh, it's night now.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day,
Bulldog.
more of my people are lost to men like him.
The Bulldog.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it.
I'm gonna hit
Together.
him with DDT. Or hit him with the
What do you
bulldog.
propose?
A DDT.
That we kill Edward Braddock.
Alright.
But first, we have to find him.
The Bulldog is like the most British nickname they could have that you can give someone.
You mean like the British Bulldog?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
trying.
close to your allies.
There we go.
Can't wait. Can't wait to fight the Crumpets.
I don't trust you.
I know.
That's fine.
Yet you remain.
And are we even gonna get
I
to
might
Connor
prove you wrong.
screen?
It will not happen.
So you say.
So I know.
Yet, I remain.
I remain. And so there was tension between the man and the woman in the video game early on.
Are you sure this game series isn't horny old man's Creed?
I mean, judging by the last game,
A Mohawk
no.
man is likely to raise
I'm not sure.
suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
Oi, you fucking want me?
Time to eavesdrop.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye, the Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
Well, that's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye, smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
Ah. Like streams.
Yeah.
Always for a little.
The things we've done.
I hear tell the French are readying to move in our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
Always.
Well,
Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Uh-oh.
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
That escalated quickly.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
Actually, why did they have a problem with him?
People just like picking fights. You ever been to New England?
No.
God, I love slightly anachronistic pro wrestling moves.
I mean, who's to say that's not how they fought back?
So, another thing that the game does is it introduces like context-sensitive objects in some of the battlefields that you can use to like do stuff like breaking the tables and a few other things.
Also, way to ditch, you know.
DDT. The rolling DDT.
Just like just beat up dudes.
Oh, that's nothing.
That looks like someone else's blood, to be honest. I don't know what else to cause that.
I mean,
I should stop the bleeding.
And so the woman found herself becoming a
Wasn't
little
necessary.
more nice to the gentleman.
Ah,
What could
Tsundere.
happen in the future?
Ah, Tsundere.
We should move on.
Move
Meet me at
Assassin's
Braddock's
Creed
camp when you're
anime.
ready.
Pet dog, full sync.
Yep. Pet dog again. I think if you pet the dog, he follows you. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any benefit to it. It's just pet dog. Okay, see you later. Come here, chicken. I want to feed you. Alright. Where are we going? Oh. Map. Ugh. Controls. I think I know what mission is next. There's one mission with Hatham that I remember gave me a lot of trouble. I think it's the next one. I really want to just power through all of Hatham's stuff, because there's not that much more.
There isn't. We're getting close to where it swaps.
Nope. There we go. Horse got caught up on some geometry. That was a raccoon. That's a rabbit. Those are soldiers. Just patrolling out here.
Doing that dumb run.
That's a wagon that just popped into existence. As they do. Oh no, horse stamina. Deep snow.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach.
Yeah, this is that mission.
Having second thoughts?
No.
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
I'm pretty sure this is a you cannot be detected mission.
I can hide in that cart.
Oh, as in, it's over if you do,
I think so.
and not a freebie.
Can't stop
Yeah,
watching.
being detected is forbidden, not being detected is impossible.
Yeah. Hoop, hop, hop, hop. Mr. Kinway, why do you run like that through the snow? You don't have to.
Hiding in a pile of clothes.
It is my right to run as I please.
What's in the wagon?
So, it occurred to me, Ubisoft is French, right?
Ubisoft has a lot of different.
I think.
Kind of surprised they aren't just using this opportunity to just constantly dunk on the British.
I mean, give us a couple games, we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
They just fucking give like Hemingway like a crumpets meter.
In
the T meter.
In Assassin's Creed 4, there are guards who are one of the guards has a line that just cracks me up every time, and it's I think it's literally just him just being like, "God, I love being British." It's just like, wow.
And like there's like a T meter. If it ever goes down to 0, you just die.
The British get incredibly British, like in a couple, like the games coming up, and that dude is like the epitome, I think. God, and there's a whole game set in Britain.
Oh God, I triggered the.
There will be no truce. Damn it.
This is what I'm talking about.
Gotta move.
I triggered the eavesdrop before I was ready, and now they're just walking right toward me. Yep.
Oh no. At least these guards are actually dumb.
So snowy.
Don't call me a Jesse, you Jesse.
He's not here.
You can't kill anyone.
Oh.
Why, George?
Oh.
What reason did he give?
Luckily,
He said
they
a
just
diplomatic
can't see.
solution was no
It's
solution at all.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not
Like Columbus.
grim news to mothers and widows because the bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use.
Oh.
I need to find it.
This mission, I remember kind of not liking because I couldn't kill anybody, and it was really early in the game. And I didn't want that restriction.
Yeah.
Like later on, when I have all my tools, fine. It was too early. Kill some people.
Oh, I remember this. I remember being right here, like 50 times.
Yeah, this part fucking sucks, dude. Get in the map. It blows.
But I don't remember why.
The enemy placements aren't great.
I think it's because I was trying not to actually kill anyone.
Right, and the enemy placements suck for that.
No idea. New prediction: in Assassin's Creed, which one's in the French Revolution? Unity.
Rogue. No, Unity. Yeah.
There's a cooking minigame in their Breath of the Wild style. Only the cutscene to do that takes 3 hours to play.
Huh. God.
And you get like a small half plate of food that you're immediately hungry after you finish eating.
Delicious.
Get dunked on France.
Dice out here, taking France down. Finally, someone's taking France.
Somebody's got to. Oh. No.
I got caught by that guy a lot.
Americans dunking on the French? Why, never.
Unprecedented.
What did you call me?
Are you stupid?
Never mind then.
Never mind then. I saw nothing.
Love being British.
Must have been the wind. This mission's a lot easier if you just kill people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you kill people inside that brush, you hide them automatically.
Come and sleep.
God.
Oh, detection. He is very.
I folded that man.
Folded hilarious. He's folded very bad.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble.
And we gotta do it
Perhaps
again.
I could sabotage them.
Yep. At least when it checkpoints you, it puts you in the correct position for the eavesdrop.
Damn it! Why, George?
That is handy.
What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it.
The non-detection in this area
This is unwise.
It doesn't sit well
It
with
is.
me either.
Because there's too many guards. Like, they could have done this with either having some more control or like having less place facing you all the time.
Well, it's like it's not even that bad, but it's just like for its position in the game, like this is pretty tough.
There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish
Yeah,
to review them.
I suppose if I had like I don't know, Oak, which would immediately break sightlines and stuff.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Guy's dead.
That guy respawned last time. I guess I don't have to do the cannons, but still. Those guys are just right down there.
It's actually not worth.
Nah.
No, it's up.
Steal that map.
It's on the roof. I once got caught after stealing the map. I got very upset.
Seems like a raw deal.
There's too many guys there. Nope.
Oh, boy, you best get up, boy.
I don't know how to
get... Jesse. Is that help?
Come up here and fight me on my own terms.
Oh, forget.
Come here.
You found me.
No, I haven't played Breath of the Wild.
Pillars. You should be able to get on top of that.
Yeah.
I want to assume that none of the Koroks shank you.
Can I go up the pillars?
I might not be able to, actually. No.
I'm trying to see if I can...
Get out.
There we go.
Yeah!
Used my knowledge.
You'll fall on top
I don't think that helps me at all. I think I'm going to go over here. Okay. You're showing off now, Hayden.
Rubbish.
I guess this is probably the easiest way out.
There's one guy there posted.
Yeah.
Kill him and leave.
That guy turns around.
Walks all the way over. Extends the length of the...
He walks over there.
He's gone. Okay. Goodbye, Sergeant Jessup. Hardly me.
I'll take your gun. Now, there are still guards out here. Including that guy right there.
But I'm hidden.
Walking through the foliage. You can't see me.
Oh man, he's just got his back to a pile of hay. Can you not hide in those?
You can.
You can.
Yeah.
I just didn't really want to.
Run through the snow.
Those guys are incredibly lucky to not be just Ken Wade.
Yep. Hi, Zio. You're just sitting in the snow.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Nathan, what is up there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, Nathan. Stop fucking with me, man.
So what is his goal here? I missed that part.
They are after a piece of Eden. They
Yeah,
believe
so-
a precursor site is here.
Yeah, but the British are on it, from what I understand.
But the British don't know about it. He does, etc., etc. Apparently, the Mohawk tribe here, they do know about it to some extent, or at least they are connected to it spiritually.
They know something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hatham has made friends with them because people who will help me out. Entering Troy's Road.
Thanks, Troy. Any horses around
You
here?
got it, pal. Yeah, take a horse. I don't care.
They really don't.
They call me Troy.
All the animals are very upset at me. Do I not have a horse whistle? I do. There we go.
Horse whistle.
I think before I had it equipped to down arrow. But it is no longer equipped there.
Go. I don't understand the pacing they did here. Why would they cut around into the future for some missions, but not for these?
Yeah.
Why make you do horse?
I guess
cut me two missions.
I guess to kind of like get you to used to going around and being in the frontier.
No, Ubisoft, fuck off. Put me in mission.
Yeah, basically.
I got work in the morning, Ubisoft. Shit.
Alright. We're here.
Yeah, but everyone loves sailing in the Wind Waker, so we have to do this.
I hated that.
The Wii U version is considerably better.
We rode here to
about
be
the
5 months
sailing.
later. It couldn't have just cut.
Cold ground.
I never played the GameCube version, but the Wii U version of Wind Waker, the sailing is not nearly as tedious.
Hard at work, I see.
I'll maybe steal.
How did you?
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Gentlemen, let us away.
Gentlemen, another round.
Come on, Thomas.
Boy, the like smoke texture for that fireplace is just like misplaced.
Yeah, something's going on there. There's enough
First it was
draft.
too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
Charles Lee, always complaining.
And humid too, as I eat
He's
swamp
the general.
tell you.
Lee.
Charles Lee, no fucker.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Please, we'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Ew.
I don't know what that means.
Where's your boy?
Get out of my beef.
Please stay out of my beef,
Return to finish
Mr.
out his
Hickey.
service under Braddock.
You ever find Thomas Hickey in your beef? That shit sucks, man.
Just rummaging through my
Oh,
ground beef.
man, my
Beast
beef's
spin a
been
tale of my
hanky.
incompetence and beg forgiveness.
No.
He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery.
I need to find
Yeah,
Ben
I expect
Franklin.
you to
Franklin.
be welcomed
I
back
need to
with open
find
arms.
to draft a
I mean,
crazy
that
long
does
letter about my
explain
beef.
Article
give us
7, Section 3 of the Constitution, which states, "Stay the fuck out of my beef."
I mean, that's basically what the Third Amendment is.
People of America,
If I have,
today
Charles will
is a
sense it
great
first
day.
and make his escape.
A new
He's more
amendment.
clever than you think.
Get the fuck out of the beef. It's the Mohawk tribe, but
I
nobody
see
has a
you've been
Mohawk.
busy.
What happened?
Nope.
All these men are from many different tribes.
They're different tribes.
United in their desire to see Braddock sent away.
Oh.
The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you?
I only heard of two of those before this.
Who do you stand for?
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow.
I really must say the recent efforts to allow people to get into the beef are well-meaning, but they're ultimately misguided.
Everything all right, sir? Just
My
savoring the
opponent,
moment.
believes that
No
they should
doubt.
be open to
Many
the public.
wonder why it is we've pushed so far west.
This guy
These
looks
are wild
familiar.
lands as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be
He
so.
looks like a tyrannical
In
dictator.
time, our holdings will no longer suffice.
I don't
and
know.
that day is closer than you think.
I think so. I think
We
he's a
must
huge
ensure
piece of
our
shit.
people have ample
I
room
don't
to
like his
grow
face.
and further prosper.
I think he should have red hair.
We need more land.
I think he should be green.
The French
I think he should
understand
knock his fucking teeth
and
out.
endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts.
Listen, if you
and
knock out his
forging
teeth, they'll just get newer, stronger teeth.
awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they built. This
He knows the
must not
secret.
come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
They will leave.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. Must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side.
Again.
Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
Booked and busy.
We await your signal. There, in front of us.
Thanks.
The
Thanks.
wood's too thick. At this rate, it'll be days before we reach Duquesne.
So that guy,
This
the guy on the
sounds-
horse, he didn't talk, but I really want him to right now.
We're near 2,000 men. One scout is all they need to know of us. And then what? Swiftness would serve us better.
So, this might not be the battle I'm thinking of, but I remember reading about Mystery Man on the horse there next to you talking to. And apparently the spirits of the wars were turned against the British kind of because he really hated how they ran the war. Which, to be fair, the British really kind of bungled this one because they shouldn't have been having nearly as much trouble as they ultimately did. But 2 is also like during a battle where they're ambushed by French and Indians. Like the common legend is that he had his horse shot out from under him, and apparently, he got another one that got shot out from under him. And at one point during the battle, according to I think it's more folklore at this point than anything, the Native Americans just stopped shooting at him because they figured, like, fuck it, he's not dying. Because Mystery Man has a reputation of just not fucking dying. Like, he would be like around, surrounded by bullets in every direction. They would just somehow all fail to hit him.
I mean,
they're magnetically drawn to his horse.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Sir, you are grateful to her.
It's a stand.
Man.
What?
He's the
Bullet
baddest bad
Sponge
guy.
number 3 died too.
Okay,
Doubt
Commissar.
amongst those I command, nor sympathy for the enemy. I've no time for insubordination. He
That
paid
sounds
for
like
his
the British
treachery.
way. The British way would just be to send them directly into the enemy's guns, point blank, slowly walking.
When we win this war,
But you don't
it will be
understand,
because
he's
men
his
like
baddest
you
bad guy.
obeyed men like me, and did so without hesitation. We must have order amongst our ranks and a clear chain of command, leaders and followers. Without such structure,
It is pretty British,
there
though.
can be no victory. Am I understood?
Fuck the haters.
My name is Vitaly Versace. Fuck the haters.
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
Charles
Sir.
Lee.
I'm a general. We.
Where are you off to, Edward?
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Dodged it!
Dang it.
That's the tech.
trying to kill him, but it's not working.
I'll see my sick ass horse.
Oh, there we go.
dodge.
Well, I ran him over.
Run.
I never took you for a coward, Edward. Come on, then!
We go to the white void dimension, and he's just like the horse is holding him in its arms.
I always knew it would be the end of you.
Oh, my leg is stuck in the horse.
The end of you.
Yeah! Fuck you, dude!
Don't. Hurry before he gets away.
Oh, fuck.
Sid, go!
Oh, God, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
So, there is a perfect opportunity to assassinate him, and I missed it. Like,
I'm sorry, Edward.
5 of the 6 times I beat this game.
Alright. I'll be a little smarter about this.
That's it.
Nope.
Nope. Damn it. This is where everybody else does it.
Yeah. Here we are.
Hatham. Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my arse.
Also, I'm being literal here. It's literally going to open a door.
In arms.
I mean, it's
once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur.
Good night.
Farewell, Edward.
Good night, terrible prince.
I got your ring.
So, hey, that's a different animation for a reason.
I'm taking back my wedding ring.
Yep.
It's done. Now I have upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
Success.
It is time for cave.
Cave rendering technology.
Looks familiar. But we do not have the right key.
No. Hey, we've been here before.
Yep.
But it said no hope.
I can't believe they vandalized this ancient artifact with glowing techno lines.
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more.
Same.
This is the end of the game.
What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yodzizu, who came into
Expecting
their
more
world
credits
and
full.
faked it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
Hey, those hands are huge.
It's a gloves.
Big hands, hate.
You've shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you.
And so the woman and the man.
I should go.
They kissed tenderly because tension was building since second one.
Are they perhaps moving towards second base?
Who knows? I've heard that Hatham is in her beef. few days later.
A few days later. Back in Boston.
So I know what you're thinking. 10-hour tutorial. Easy.
But hear me out, guys. What if we had a tutorial that was longer than the game proper?
Did you find it then?
Oh, I found
It's
it.
not the right place. The others are waiting for you. Gentlemen, please sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
All right.
My neck is
Expand
fucking
our
broken.
And establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth.
This lighting.
Here. Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold.
Charles Lee.
He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he
Loyal?
came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand.
I just so happen to have this ring.
Also, you were here
Do you
hearing
swear to
all of
uphold
this
the
before
principles
we
of our
actually
order
made you
and
an
all that for which we stand? I do. And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work? I do. And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost? I do. Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order.
And dinosaurs.
Give me your hand.
So
You?
I've seen a lot of. So I guess that guy we killed
Are a
earlier was an
Templar.
Templar. So
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father understand and guide us.
Guide us.
Wait, what?
Yep. Haytham's a
Ooh.
Templar.
Dun dun dun. They were the whole world defined by order thing did seem a little.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great that the Assassin Order and the Templar
You all
Order
saw that,
both
right?
call themselves the Order.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the thing against me is he was using a
they
hidden
need to
blade,
do that
right?
for
He must
the
be the
reveal.
amulet Haytham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
God. Ugh, the facial animation on
Hey, he's your
Dad
ancestor
just-
too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old.
Hey,
I
What is
mean,
wrong with you,
he's got a
Desmond?
point.
You want to know what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond, do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Desmond said a curse.
These bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard.
But don't you
Asked
see,
a little too
assassins
much.
used
But
hidden
try
blades.
and remember exactly what
Hemingway
you
had hidden blade.
You need to get
Same.
it together, kid. We're running out of
Right,
time.
that was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet, so I intend to tiptoe into the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular devices with their database, then maybe we'll get lucky.
See what you can do.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here or we can head back to the Animus.
Press any
2
button.
hubs.
So here we are in this ruined parkour wonderland.
Yeehaw. There's stuff you
Reminds
can do
me
around
of
here.
that one world in Destiny 2.
Yeah, it does.
Nessus, right?
Yeah. Though I guess this came first, so.
Not enough of X.
Though, I mean, like, you know, you have. I feel like the mix of strict geometry with natural cave isn't. Lots of ways you can get to that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to call it for the night. We got through all of Hatham's stuff, so.
Most of Hatham's.
Desmond got annoyed by his dad.
Yep.
Who's kind of, I guess, a good dude, but not a great.
No.
No, he's not the greatest. But I really like him as a character.
I mean, yeah.
He gets
big on the greater good.
He gets better, like later in the game. Especially seeing him and Connor interact with one another. Is really good. But
so yeah, Kenway is a very interesting protagonist, so I'm interested to see Connor. Because Kenway is interesting, but now he's going to be off screen for large chunks of the game, so Connor's going to be slack.
Half of it, bud.
Also, if I don't think it's going where I think it's going, we're going to have to start. Connor's going to be his son, so we're going to have to do another fucking training montage, aren't we?
Next time on Assassin's Creed.
Damn, it actually hurts.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.